All right. So yeah, it was just a tiny bit too low. Now it's a tiny bit louder, so we should be fine now. Hello and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Last time we made the rebreather. We got a high capacity tank. This time we're gonna go deeper down, so it should be a lot more entertaining. Let's go figure out what that SOS was all about. We have a we have a rebreather. We have a high capacity tank. We should be able to go underwater. Now my cat is over here and he's laying down on his blue chair. If he bothers me, I'm going to have to pause and move him, but hopefully he does not. Hopefully everything stays quiet and we'll be able to record. So first things first, we heard that SOS this way, so let's try to find out where it is. It was like down here, wasn't it? Also grab our knife and grab some table coral. Table coral for the builder tool. So we want to grab gold, we want to grab silver, all that good stuff. So as you can hear, no longer does she say 100 meters oxygen support and all that. She will now just warn you at the 200 meter mark. So now we can just freely move along without the need of a warning because of the rebreather. Oh boy. Ugh. That is deep, my friend. Yeah, so 200 meter mark, that's the normal oxygen drain at the 100 meter mark now. So this is now the new danger zone, but also like, oh, that's deep. I do not like deep scary hole. Very spooky. So now it's time for another little pet peeve here. So this deep twisty bridges is fucking annoying to traverse. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, there is limited to no indicators about this place. So you kind of have to go around and just figure it out. Like, this place is downright annoying to try to remember the layout. Because everything is all, like, clustered and the deep twisty bridges kind of throw you off a little bit. So you see all these bridges, it gets confusing. And it's hard to tell, especially at night, which is right now. So everything looks kind of awkward. It is pretty, I'll give it that. That's about it. It's kind of awkward down here. And that's kind of annoying when you're trying to like figure shit out. You're trying to find things. So we have a couple table coral. Good. That's all I wanted. SOS. They want sauce. Gotta give them the sauce, brothers. What kind of sauce you want? You want some soy sauce? You want some mayo blend? You want some ketchup mustard? What you want? I got all the sauces, boy. I am the sauce master. The condiment king, my friend. I will give you all the good sauce. God damn. All. Well, ain't that a familiar sight? Well, you know what this is. Precursor tech. Let's figure out why it's here.
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
Alien robot. This used to be hostile in the original game when you were infected. Now it's not. As you can see, it's a device that goes through and it's a low threat. And it just goes around and protects places. So yeah. Kinda cool. Wow. This place is pretty.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
So as you heard there, that dialogue was kind of awkward. It didn't quite sound correct. She was like, "Are you one of them? An architect?" But she didn't say it like, "Are you one of them? Are you an architect?" or something like that, you know? Saying like it in the same sentence, it sounded kind of mixed up. That is because all the dialogue in this game was pre-recorded. Everything was already done. Everything was ready to go. They just had to build the game itself. So a lot of the time, some of this stuff doesn't sound right, and it sounds like it was kind of just thrown in. So if you hear kind of awkward, like, conversations where it kind of, like, cuts weirdly and then plays another sound, like that one before where it's like, "Are you one of them? An architect?" It didn't even sound like it was mixed together right. Kind of robotic. Then yeah, that's because this game was kind of, well, rushed. One of my pet peeves. This game was heavily rushed, and a lot of this stuff was kind of thrown together, which kind of sucks. There was multiple stories, ideas, there was multiple things, and that's kind of a problem with early access. But we will get to that after we save this architect guy. Da, 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 da. Hello. Ain't that a familiar sight? You remember that from the first game? You better watch the original, goddammit. You're gonna get spoiled. Fucking goddamn. This is the same as the original dialogue. It is going to tell you it's like 5 tons, kilotons of TNT, all that, energy source, blah, blah, blah. It is the same dialogue from the original because it's the same input, because they didn't make a new one. Again, reusing some old stuff, but not a lot of old stuff. Oh. That's a big
How
Minecraft.
long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped.
Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Scan containment cube. The containment cube. While advanced human civilizations attempted for successful the whole brain, I mean, technology, the physical and the energy field, suspended animation cube is powered software. Once stored consciousness has been transferred out of the cube, the parts will, in turn, without willingness and carefully observed, the backup process is difficult and the transfer works, and whatever you're not process is truly lossless. God damn. I saw lightning in fucking the corner of my eye. So I just give you this PDA, right?
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace.
Brace?
Wait a minute. Oh.
Ah!
Oh no.
What's happening?
Oh shit.
Transfer.
Yeah, boy. What are my 6 brain cells?
Transfer
I can't feel it.
complete.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
He is in your
Facility
head.
Identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You
I had one of those.
are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
I don't.
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
Damn it. Now I can't feel my other 6 brain cells. God damn you.
This isn't happening. This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Really? I don't know what you did, but I know one of my brain cells ain't working right. I only have 6 of them damn things. I can feel each and every single one. It's not a good feeling. Anyway. So, the architect is now in our brain hole. So, we now have to carry him around. Very interesting story. Which was changed. Originally, this character was still here and you still had to pick him up, but the original idea was that your character stumbles across them, not actually finding them out of research, but just stumbling across them out in the wild. And after storing them inside of your head, it kind of complicates the story and made it a little bit different. I like this newer story, but I will admit the old one would have been nice too. Anyway. So yeah, the story got more complicated once this character came in, and a lot of things were thrown around, and a lot of things got changed. So honestly, this was probably the last little bit that was left behind from the original story, which was finding this character. Everything else is completely different and changed, which is insane how they just kind of kept this in but recycled everything else. So, yeah, now we have them in our brain, and now we have to, you know, figure out how to, get them out, because they're in our brain hole. How are we supposed to get them out of the brain hole? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm an ember god. There's a difference. We only have 6 brains, so god damn, it's already overcomplicated. Now I love the fact that the alien, the architect, in our brain hole, he said that humans draw the line between organic and mechanical components, which is actually a really cool idea to think about. Because, humans, they like their body. They don't want their body to be taken apart. If you got your leg amputated, you will still want your leg. It's your leg. So it's actually kind of a really cool concept that these alien-like characters kind of evolved past, bodies. So they're way beyond us. Kind of a cool concept we'll come back to later. But right now, let's get back to base. I need some water, too. Let's see. Oh, I could have used this thing. I didn't use it. Very cool item. Go this way. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I got nothing to throw out. I need water, but I can't throw anything out. Oh well. Oops, somebody messaged me and I need to see. 1 second. Sorry about that, my friend Annabelle wanted to tell me something. Answer.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real.
It's desirable
away.
to me.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. Perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race? But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you will prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
So as you heard there, that conversation sounded a little iffy around the... So you're telling me your name is Alan? It sounded kinda off, as if it was 2 different recordings spliced together instead of one big go. So that's what I was talking about. Like, it sounds a little off, but you'll get used to it eventually. I get some of this yum yum water. Holy shit.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I was dying there. Holy fuck. Alright, grab these. Let's start working on that powerhouse of a builder tool. We need it super badly. So the builder tool, we have to build it because obviously we need to expand. We need to get moving. We need to leave this area. So we're going to get ourselves a computer chip, a silver-based wiring kit, and then we're going to build the thing. Tools, builder kit. Boing.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Now with the builder tool, we are...
With the builder
Oh
tool,
my god.
you can construct sea bases from raw materials. advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
Right there, that sounded spliced. Like, no place to build a fabricator module, and then she's quiet for at least a second, and then she goes, no fun. Instead of going, no place to build a fabricator module. No fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, put the two together. Why was it separated slightly? It sounded a little off. I didn't quite like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound right. Anyway. Let's go this way. So we got this over here. Go this way. I hear a thunderstorm outside, so give me a moment to save. Let me also stop the recording. Okay. Record for 5 minutes or so, and then we'll keep moving. So yeah, it sounds like there's a thunderstorm outside. I'm going to save right there. So that way, if the power goes out, I won't have to get fucked up. Mineral detector, we need this. This is very important since it's, you know, all fucked up and twisty bridges and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like fucking the biome's fucked up.
New blueprint synthesized.
Food and stuff. I have no room. Whee! So yeah, so you know how the deep twisty bridges is like terrible and like all clogged up and it's hard to tell where you are? The mineral detector will help us with that, but first we gotta build it. And first, gotta deal with this guy. We saw this guy before. I didn't say anything about him. This is the Cryptosuchus. Cryptosuchus is a large shark-like beast, easily identified by its carapace and bony plates. Structure of these plates is the dense bony structure that aid in heat absorption along with thermal vents. It propels itself with its webbed flippers, displacing massive amounts of water. It is a bit of a contradictory creature. Despite its fierce appearance, it is more roar than bite. While territorial, Cryptosuchuses tend to retreat from battles instead of fighting. So, they are mostly aggressive if you are in their territory, but they will go away if you hit them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I kind of panicked there. I pushed a bunch of buttons. Shell? Don't come near me, Shell. I heard Shell. I don't know where the fuck she is. I'm going this way. Fuck that. This way. I really hope Shell did not just like fucking see me and followed me over here. That would suck. I'm gonna go this way. Oh man, that thunder is really bothering me. I feel like a fucking power outage is gonna come at any moment. I just hope that it doesn't and that it just leaves me alone and lets me record in peace, because I can just hear it in the background. Oh boy. Okay, and then this one. Boom, and then you do one of these. Okay. So now that this is done, we now have a base. Finish building it. Gotta hurry.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Perfect.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Make one of these so we can craft shit, and then we can have a storage unit. Okay, in the next episode of Subnautica Below Zero, because that thunderstorm is bothering me, and I can just hear tons of thunder, and that scares me because I feel like I'm gonna lose power, and if I do, I'm gonna lose recordings, and I don't want that. So in the next episode, we will continue forward, and we will basically gather more materials and blueprints. There really isn't that much we can do. Perhaps we can go to the Delta Station dock. But in the next episode. See you guys next time.